Welcome to Light FM's Transforming You. This is a brand new series that will allow you to answer some of the most important questions in your life and possibly the life of others that are around you, like your team and your loved ones. In this series, we will help you understand why things happened to you in your life or maybe happened to people in their lives. What do we mean by that? Many people wake up when they're 25, 35, 45, look around and go, how come I'm not living my dream? How come as a teenager I had certain visions for myself and all of a sudden I end up with a boss I don't like, or maybe a team that doesn't respond to me, or maybe my relationship to my loved ones and children are not what they're supposed to be. In this series, we're going to break down psychology into a step-by-step manual that will allow you to realize why certain things happen to you and actually how can you make them unhappen and take full control of your life. Today's session, we will just work on the basics from when you were born to how you end up with a certain set of beliefs that literally trap you into certain behavior patterns. Let's start. When you were born, you were actually an itsy bitsy teensy little baby. And ask your mother and your father the question, was I a polite baby? And surprise, surprise, if your parents are honest, they will say, you are a good baby, but you are not polite. Why? Because frankly speaking, babies have got big eyes, as you can see. Their ears are fairly small because they don't really work yet. And frankly speaking, the baby knows one thing. It knows objective truth. What do we mean by that? When the baby is hungry and you are watching your favorite TV series like Desperate Housewives, the baby, if it was polite, should wait and say, gee, mother is hungry, I will wait until the commercial break and then I shall ask it for food. That didn't happen. Your baby goes, food now. If the baby is there and it has a little accident in the you-know-which-one department, it will not wait for say, Daddy, you know, when you're done doing your computer work, please change my undies. No, the baby will let you know instantly, change me now. So the truth is that all of us, that's the good news, were born being absolutely honest. We saw the truth, we reacted to the truth, and we didn't much care what the rest of the people thought about us, true or false. But then something very interesting happens. The small child only has information going out. Listening, you can tell a baby, a small baby, don't do that, and the baby doesn't care because it cannot really even understand what you're telling it when you say no. Now the magic happens. As the child grows up a little bit, it can walk and talk and listen. Ask yourself this question. Did you hear a heck of a lot of, yes, please do jump on the couch, yes, please shout when the relatives are around? Or did you hear a lot of no's? No, don't do that. No, don't do the other. The interesting thing is that as we start being able to listen to people, we get a heck of a lot more no's than yes, because parents are desperately waiting to instruct us. Are the parents right or wrong? We'll talk about that later. So then comes the magical moment when your son, for example, little Jimmy, can actually start walking and talking. And now you're a proud parent. Here's little Jimmy. His eyes are still big because he can see the world, but his ears have grown. That means he can listen to instructions. And you're a very proud parent. You're gonna take little Jimmy to the family meeting. And so you walk in, bundle of joy, can walk and talk, and you say, Jimmy, this is your family and this is Auntie Jemima. And Jimmy looks at Auntie Jemima and goes, whoa, she's got a really big pimple on her nose. What would you do as a parent? Well, we all went through a similar experience. Kids tell the objective truth. Or as we say, they say the darndest things. No, it's not the darndest thing. She really has a big pimple. But we as parents, what will be your reaction? The first reaction, we go, shh, or shh, don't do that. So the child goes, whoa, 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 stop. But I see the truth. It's objectively true. She has this monstrous pimple in her face. When the child fights for the truth, as many children do, and the child goes back and says, no, it's look, it's there. What we normally do as parents is we increase the pressure because we feel embarrassed. And it's called, shh, shut up and don't say it again. So at this moment in life, something very interesting has happened. Jimmy has learned a valuable lesson. Saying the truth doesn't pay off. So this is how we start creating belief systems. And what happened to Jimmy is, if you see Jimmy right now, there's a bubble, like a circle forming around him, where he understands saying the truth is dangerous and I will be very careful about sharing the truth. It's called becoming diplomatic. So then, as Jimmy grows up, or a girl grows up, there's different rules for girls, different rules for boys. So the next added layer of don't do this and don't do that gets added without questioning. So essentially, as we grow up, our gender, our age, our family background, our religious background, our social background keeps adding one layer of don't do and don't even go there after the next until they become unquestioning truths. And eventually, when we step out into life, we have a whole book full of unspoken do nots, don't go there's, and don't even tries called our belief system that we believe to be the truth. And the trick is this: eventually and essentially, there is three main roles people learn to play to navigate life. Most of the people get taught to be a victim. Don't go there, don't try, you're nobody, be humble, shut up and be quiet. Get a safe job, don't talk back, and maybe you'll make it through life. Be loyal and be unquestioning. That's the victim. Some people become heroes. That's the next role. It's like a Hollywood movie. And these are the people who constantly try to save other people. And the third role is the villain. People who realize that other people are just there to be pushed around. And so in the next installment, we're going to talk about the victim, the villain, the hero, how they play games with each other constantly, how nothing gets done really, and how you can get stuck in this kind of game and not live to your full potential. See you next time.